and Solway. This is Dave, and we are reading the Homeric Hymn to Hermes. And if you're interested in learning ancient Greek or Latin, you can find my information in the description. So here we are on line 109, and we have just been told that Hermes, having already uh, created the lyre and started to play it on his first day of being alive, he then stole the cattle of Apollo, and then he decided he was going to figure out how to make fire. So that's what's about to happen here. So it says, Daphnes, let's see here, Daphnes aglaon odson helon apelepsesidero Armenon en palame ampnuto de thermosautme. All right, so if you don't like the way I read the scansion, I might be wrong on some of these, by the way, but if you don't like it, leave me a nasty comment or something. So Daphnes means of laurel. Okay, so the name Daphne, for example, means laurel, but so Helon taking up a an odzon aglaon, a bright branch of laurel. Okay. Apelepsis he whittled it with iron, sidero. Okay. Um, Armenon en palame. Okay. And um, so taking it into his hand, okay, or gathering it in his hand, it comes originally from ararisco, would be the active form. This is middle, which is in the active, it's to fasten. So you could say something along the lines of taking it in his hand. And that, so he whittled it, taking it in his hand, and then ampnuto de thermos autme, that a autme is like a vapor of some kind or a smoke, perhaps. The thermos autme, the warm smoke, ampnuto, breathed up. Hermes toi protista pureia pur tanedoke. For Hermes, mind you, um, uh, first delivered anedoke. He first delivered pureia, fire logs, purte, and fire. Pola de kankana kala katu dino any botro. Ulalabon epithe kenepetana lampetodeflux. And the only way to make this line scan properly, by the way, is to merge the eta and epsilon here. And if you don't like how I did that, again, leave a nasty note. So the what it reads here is Pola de kankana kala. This kala here means logs. It does not mean beautiful or good. This with the circumflex here, ta kalon means a log. So um, jumping up to here, labon. So taking up many dry kankana, like withered or dry logs. Okay. He epitheken, he placed them en botro katudio, right? A trench or a pit in the ground, in the earth. Ula, and then we have the additional adjectives here, ula and epeetana, or epeetana, which is to say, like thick and in abundance, like it will last a long time, in other words. So he really stacked the wood thickly in this pit. Lampeto de flux, and the flux, the flame, shone forth. Telosefus san hiesa puros megadai omenoio. And that, so a hiesa, the flame shone forth, hiesa, shooting out, okay, telosa, a long distance, a fusan mega, um, a large uh, blast, fusan, of puros, this is in genitive, puros diomenoio, of hot burning flame. And then oprade pur anekaya bie clutu hepaistoio. So hepaistoio, probably got that wrong. Oprade pur anekaya bie clutu he. Oh no, right. Okay, because it's in front of another vowel, right? So ophrade pur anekaya bie clutu he stoio. Okay, like that. So that or it can also just mean like while the the strength of glorious Hephaestus. This is the god Vulcan. If you're into Roman mythology, right? That the strength of the glorious Hephaestus, Anakaia, kindled the fire, or fanned the fire. Topfradu po brucus helikas bus helke turadze, doias ankipuros dunamis de hoi hespeto pole. Okay, so and then here it says that in the meanwhile, Topfra, um, jumping all the way over here to Helke, he dragged. Helco is actually in. This is the aorist form. Helco is actually in our vocab stack from Athanadza. So he dragged bus doyas, two cows, and not just two cows, but two hupobrucos, and this is like soft lowing, and helicos, curved horned cows. So they're like throwing all the epithets on top of the cows at once. Two soft lowing, curved horned cows. He dragged Duradze to the door or out of doors. Okay. Ankipuros, in front of the fire. And then dunamis de hoi hespitopole. And this word hespito comes from hepomai, which is also in our stack, if you remember, and it means to follow. So in this form here, it is that he that a great dunamis pole, like great strength, um, would follow him, something along those lines. Great strength would follow him, like something he's about to do something really incredible. Um, and then it says, and this is what he does: Amphoteras tepinota kamai bale fusio osas an anklinon deculinde di onas tetoresas. So first of all, here he throws, or he threw amphoteros, both meaning both of the cows, right, on their backs, epinota, chamai, onto the ground, and then anklinon, and then lying down, ekulinde, he rolled, uh, piercing tetoresas, he rolled, piercing through their life forces, their marrow, it could be. In other words, he basically broke their spinal cords, is the idea um, in this passage. So, anyway, that is Hermes um, setting setting a fire as a baby, and then grabbing two strong oxen and breaking their backs. That was his great feat of strength. Anyway, that is all for today. If you're interested in learning more about ancient Greek, epic poetry, Latin, you have the information about where to find me. And until next time, Wale.